Howdy guys and gals, and welcome back to another grind video. Today I'm going to help you easily beat the Mantis. We're going to go over different armors, weapons, mutations, foods, healing to help you consistently beat her. But before we start with that, there's something that's important. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you are in mild and medium, don't forget your little ant pet. It's a black one specifically. It gives you a straight 50% damage reduction. Well, damage resistance. It's an important difference. But if you're on woe, don't worry, I got you. So if you have the black ant pet, great. It's a 50% damage resistance, which is very important. So if you didn't know, you have defense, this little defense rating right here. This is a flat number reduction. So it's like, say, 20 points of damage reduction. And then you have a resistance number. This is 5%. So how this works is damage resistance. If you have 100 damage coming in, 50% damage resistance, you're going to take 50 damage. And of course, if you have like, say, 20 points of damage reduction, you instead of taking 50, you take 30. So the higher damage resistance, my opinion, the better is damage resistance. The higher damage resistance you can get, the better, the more survivable you will be. But be mindful, no matter how much damage resistance you have or damage reduction, you will have a minimum guaranteed amount of damage. That minimum guaranteed damage starts up high, goes lower. It goes lower when you level up your armor. So level 9, you have a very small amount of minimum guaranteed damage you can take. So if you're dying and stuff like that and your armor's not leveled up, level it up. It's important to help you survive. For my personal style, I like Mask of the Mother Demon set. It's heavy, it's tier 3. It gets poison and venom. If you go the sleek path, bulky just gets more protection. But today we're going to use Ladybug. Most people actually probably use Ladybug. Going down the sleek path gives you that increased healing. You lose a little bit more of this damage, the flat damage reduction, but the increased healing, I think with all three pieces is going to be like 33 or 36% increased healing. If you decide to mix and match your armors, just be mindful that if you're going to have like one of your pieces could be a tier 3 and heavy set, make it your chest. It's better to have the chest because the chest is basically 2 pieces of armor. If the head is 1, it's basically 2. It's double. So you want this one, the middle, your chest piece, to be the heaviest armor of your mix set. Summons don't work too good on her. She doesn't care about your summons. She cares about you. Of course, if your summon is your friend, then that works as well. Your friend will distract her. Fire Ant works really well. Gives that corrosion, some acid damage, especially if you're doing, if the full set will do an acid splash, the acid damage up does pretty good. And it actually pairs well with the Ant Queen Staff. It does acid damage, so it'll boost that damage. And it's true damage, so it bypasses all her resistance. Going on to the weapons, I like Salt Morning Star. Level up to 9, you don't have to pick a elemental path. It is just salt. It does salt damage, and she is weak against salt. Of course, you can do Widow Dagger, or if you want big damage, Club of the Mother Demon. Downside with this, I mean, of course, you're going to be doing big damage. It's just one of the elemental paths, so if you want to use a different club for fire or sour, etc., you're gonna have to level up multiple. If you're not good with blocking, but definitely don't want to use this. It does bigger damage, but you'll take bigger damage. But today we're going to be using Salt Morning Star because I enjoy it. I also am going to use Spicy Staff. I like it. It's good range. It's infinite ammo. Widow Wizard gives some burn with it. If you want to use crossbows or bows, you can. I don't like them just because you have to go pick up the stupid arrows afterwards. But if you do use any bows or crossbows, definitely want that salt arrow to increase the damage. For my main healing, I like fiber bandages. Nice little passive heal. Also beefy bows on the rock, so you get the max health, and then of course more heals. If you want to bump up your damage, I'm not going to use these today just because not many people are going to run boss sauce. But boss sauce will get crit hit chance up, and you can stack these up all you want. Crit hit chance, you can do sticky liquid rage for attack up. If you're having issues with survivability, sticky human food, 10% more damage resist, pretty decent. And of course, go sticky with these because that will add 2 more minutes to their 2-minute base times, then 4 minutes with sticky, so that you have it longer with this buff. Foods, you can only stack 1 food. 2 buffs from 1 food. As you notice, the well-fed meal, max health, and damage resist. These are the 2 buffs. You can only stack 2 of these, max health and damage resist. So if you eat like multiple types of food, you're deleting the old buffs. Except, like I said, 2 buffs. If you eat a food with a 1 buff on it, it will overwrite the other one, but just 1 of them. So you can stack some foods together. My favorite being Black Ox Burger. If we eat this right now, we have the max health buff, and then of course damage resist. This damage resist is like 2 or 3% pretty negligible if you ask me. And then if we eat a spider slider with it, it will override the damage resist, but we keep the max health and get the crit hit chance. So that's another 5%. I enjoy having those together. Of course, you don't have to have any food if you don't want to, but I do recommend a tier 3 food. It does give you like at least a little bit more passive health regen in the fight. For trinket, I recommend Thor's pendant. It just kind of does a lot of things. It's just good. I usually keep it wherever, like just for normal fights. It's just good to use. It's located in the upper yard. Here's the tire just to the right of it on this big fallen log. It is up here. Climb a little bit on the inside. I'll let you find it on your own. I believe in you. For mutations, definitely pick the mutations that you're going to be using that complement your weapon. You're doing bows, sharpshooter, 20% crit damage. For me, Salt Morning Star, Barbarian will work, and I'm using a shield, which means I can hold my block to protect myself. Barbarian's going to do that 25% more damage. It's a passive regen, but I basically lose my ability to perfect block. I think they patch it so that you can technically perfect block. I wouldn't worry about it. Just hold your block through it. Make sure you have stamina when you hold your block, and it'll protect you a lot. If you're going to use a staff, which I am, Widow Wizard's going to be good. Meat Shield, add some extra health. Coup de grace, add 5% crit damage. I would turn on Trapper Peeper, but most people don't have this unlocked. So why would I turn it on if you don't have it unlocked? So this is 60% more damage when you crit. Good if you have it unlocked. This is getting gold cards to unlock that. And Cardio Fan, Hyper Stamina and Exhaustion Recovery. Speaking of buffs that you should definitely have would be these two right here. The Stuff Mount is 20% more loot luck and then 20% more damage against the Mantis. I'm not going to touch these because you probably don't have them unlocked if this is especially your first fight or you're struggling with it. But definitely these are things that I would recommend building, putting close to the arena, not right next to it, because there's it will delete up to a point if you get too close to the arena. But definitely putting it here so you can buff yourself before going in. Very important. Speaking of something that's very important, I'm on PC and I can, quickly equip, etc. things. If I push Q, it swaps between weapons. Very good in the fight. If you're on controller and keyboard, or sorry, just controller, please go into your controller settings and change this. I see so many content creators who use the radial dial and like that for healing or switching weapons. I'm just like, please just set this one so that your audience at least doesn't have to do this, because it's, you know what? No. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Hold my tongue. But just go down, equip previous weapon, set it to something, or hot pouch slot 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put it like in your up, down, left, right, and stuff like that, so you can quickly heal mid battle. You don't have to open up that radio dial anymore. Please do this. Trust me, it's gonna save you so much trouble, so much headache. So I'm gonna do Ladybug today. It's sleek to 9. I'm using Thor's, Salt Morning Star, and my spicy staff. Healing, I'm just going to use these two, and I already have my food equipped. I am, although, going to turn off Barbarian because I want to show you how to block some of the things if you want to block those. And during this fight, I'm going to try to show you some good positioning strategies in the arena. It is a big circle, but this circle has a friend. This tree is your friend. It's going to protect you from her and her leap. So make sure you always know where your friend is so you can help protect yourself from this big aggressive beauty. Now, starting off, I'm going to back up over here because she usually will jump. If you get too much distance, she'll jump. So let's see if she will jump right about here. There we go. See, your friend does so much work blocking those jumps. It's so annoying. We're going to walk over to the side. Okay, overhead. Yep, there it is. Perfect, block that. She's going to jump away. Now, I'm not going to follow her. I'm going to head towards my friend because I don't trust her not to jump again. Block. What are you going to do? Block. Block. So perfect pairing. Very important to do. If possible, of course. Here comes a jump. Where are you? There you are. Jumping away. Nope, she's... What are you... What? That was an odd one. I've never seen her do that. And of course, when she jumps away, you can hit her some range as you wait. There you go. And go back into the fight. So you have to be careful with some of these attacks. Overhead's easy to block. Of course, if you're barbarian mode, you won't be able to. A leap. Ooh. Okay, go. Just in time. Where are you going? So once again, range. We're just gonna wait. Overhead. There we go. Give her a couple smashes, block. And now for the scream. Now when her head goes up, that's the scream when you block it. Now that we are at this point, time to switch on the no being able to block mode. More damage, no being able to block. I don't know how I didn't take damage. That was luck. I think she landed above me. Oh, now this is a very scary attack right there. You don't want to be too close to her on that one. There's I think four different attacks on that, and you can perfect parry if we're middle of barbarian. If we can't. All right, so we're gonna go back in. So barbarian's gonna start kicking off, although we got the stun off just in time. We have a fair amount of stun damage with Assault Morningstar. Also, whenever you stun her, you can only stun her again. So I can't block. We're just holding it through it. Every 2 minutes, so you can't constantly stun. See, I don't like this. I'm gonna walk over here. Dodge a little bit, hit her with a burn. There's a roar. So good, bad. You won't be able to perfect block it with a barbarian active, but it does reset your block timer. Now that attack is the scary one. Let's dodge. Walk out of the way. So that's fine. I'm not gonna follow her because I don't like to follow her when she jumps too far away. Overhead we do. We won't block it, we'll hold it. Okay, so now I gotta be careful about her slammy. Ooh, she's doing a jump. There we go, got away just in time. She's leaving. Just keep on hitting her. Give her a little peppers. You know, that egg little area holds her down pretty good. Here's a scream. Of course, if you're able to, perfect block that. If not, just hold it through. All right, there we go. She's jumping away. Oop, damn. A little too close on that one. And remember, don't forget to pop your heals. Burn her in the face a little bit. Here's a scream. Holding block still blocks it. And the twofer. That happens whenever the fight goes on too long. Or not, so when she takes enough damage. See, she's gonna do something here. She's jumping. Ouchies. It's fine. Oop. Nice little burn on her. Here's the 3-piece. Ooh, 4-piece. She's jumping. There we go. We're gonna get in there. The fight. Ooh. The fight's taking a little bit longer, just because I'm trying to demonstrate everything. Obviously, if you're not paying it passive, you can go a little bit more aggressive, which we are going to start doing now. It's been 2 minutes again, so we can stun her again. Stamina, come to me. Just jumping away. Hit her with that burn. Jumping back. Get inside. I feel like she's about to do something. That's fine. Burn and bleed. Okay. Okay. Just jumping away and hit her with a little burn. And dosed. All right. Not too hard of a fight. Biggest thing, positioning. Position yourself correctly and you will be fine in the fight. Barbarian is not my favorite just because I like to build a perfect block, but The extra health and damage is pretty decent. So if this has helped you, don't forget to hit me with your like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.